What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. It's been one hell of a long day for me. Got home, was just finishing up all the defensive tackle stuff, going through draft season, baby. Let's go. 2 weeks away from that draft. Cannot wait. But the Eagles want to go ahead and sign somebody, so figured, let's effing go live here. Let's have a little recap of what's been going down in free agency. You know I like to do that before the draft anyway. I'll do a more detailed breakdown of everything that went down. But look, we've already done that. We've talked about all of these moves. I like to keep you up to date, though. So we'll talk about the latest addition, Terrace Marshall, and then we'll look at the updated depth chart, the additions, losses, all that stuff. Love to hear your thoughts on this. We'll talk about this move, and I'm going to try to record that defensive line video tonight and put it out tomorrow before I leave for work at like 5:30 or whenever I can get it out. But, yeah, we're getting into defense this weekend. We'll get into finishing that up and then the rookie cap hits, all that stuff you need to know for the draft. So hope you're getting excited. Hopefully you've been able to check out all the videos I put out. We have the offense done there. Check out every position for the draft, what the Eagles have going on at that position, who's in the draft, who are the best fits, all that great stuff. But I appreciate you all taking the time here tonight, hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing. Luffy, my man, hope you're doing well. You guys have anything on your mind, love to hear from you. But let's jump right into this. Terrace Marshall, former second-round pick by the Carolina Panthers out of LSU. And this is a guy that, a versatile piece, can play outside, can play inside. And, he did well there. And then when Jefferson left, he did well outside, then he went inside. And look, you've got guys like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson there. It's easy to get overlooked, but also you got to remember it's easy to get some catches when teams are focused on them. So had a good college career, enough to get him drafted in the second round, but hasn't panned out well for him in the NFL. Went to the Niners, then was on their practice squad, didn't really make the team there, so went to the Raiders. Yeah, played in 7 games, had like 3 catches for 41 yards. Not great. And you can see in his career, 43 games played, 17 starts. He's had 1,542 snaps, but on 116 targets, he's had 67 catches, 808 yards. That's 12.1 yards per catch. In college, he was a 15 yards per catch guy, but only 1 touchdown there. So things just haven't panned out. But he's only 24 years old. This will be his 5th year in the league. And, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's got good size. This is a kid that, had a lot of hype going on for him. And I know even when he was let go by the Panthers, a lot of people were excited about him. So, he's got that 4.4 speed at 6'2". So I get that excites people. But his route running, his hands, things that are definitely left to hope that, improve in that area. I'll be real with you. So that's something why you're signing someone like him on day 27 of free agency. So look, if he doesn't make the team, who cares? He's not going to cost you anything. But if you find a diamond in the rough, somebody that, learns from AJ and Devontae and John Dotson, and, he and Johnny Wilson and Nia Smith all push each other in the offseason, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm all about adding depth. And we talked about the wide receiver position with the draft stuff already and throughout free agency. I think adding a young guy and a veteran presence is not a horrible idea. When you get these veterans that, have played, 4 years in the league, but just really haven't found their way yet, I'm okay with those picks because, guys like Zach Bond, that you never know in the right situation what can happen for someone. So maybe, this kid really pans out and does something special, or maybe it's absolutely nothing. So whatever it may be, it's the offseason. You're going to continue adding to this roster. You see so many things where people talk about what this team needs to do, the first week of free agency, all these things. And it's like, dude, we've got all the free agency. We've got the draft coming up. So a lot of stuff to break down here. Now I'm going to break down the additions, losses, and who's remaining. And then, of course, the depth chart. And then I'm going to get rolling. I cannot be long here tonight. I do want to record that damn video and get that out to you guys. I mean, I could put it out tonight, but with 2 videos at the same time, like around the same time, I'm not sure how that's going to work out. So you'll see that interior defensive line video here very shortly. But let's effing go here. Now, let me jump over to the comments quick, and then I will show you those things. So, yo, my man, John, appreciate you tuning in. Hope all is well. And, hey, man, thank you. I am doing good. It's been a long week, rainy as hell all day. Just got beat up, man. It's been a long week already. I'm ready for Friday. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you are all well. And go Birds. Don't like to hear that news. Hopefully your dad is all right there. And look, I'm not, man. You got to have players on your team. So you're always going to add depth. This is what they do. Every offseason, you're going to continue to fill out your roster. That's why in week 1, week 2 of free agency, when people are losing their minds, the season's over. It's like, well, I mean, we don't even know what the team looks like yet. You've got to have 90 guys in the offseason. So we talked about receivers. That's a place we're going to add. Go check out all these videos where we break down everything at every position. Every position on offense is out. We'll be getting into the defense. But let's look at these additions here. And, I've heard a lot about what the Eagles haven't done. I mean, you've already seen the reserve future guys. You'll see them on the depth chart here. But on the defensive side of the ball, added a couple edges, actual depth special teamer as well. You've got Dore Jackson here, 2 special teamers and a long snapper and return guy. Then on the offensive side of the ball, you added a lot of depth there. So this is what we talked about before the season, even officially began, this 2025 season. The off season here, this is what it's for. Adding depth pieces, and some people get mad about this stuff. Oh, this guy isn't a starter. Not everyone's going to be a starter. That's just the way it is. And I'm not, dude, I don't know that Terrace Marshall makes his team. So no reason to get upset. No reason to get overly excited. It's a depth piece that maybe something, we get out of it. But I know a lot of people are upset about all the people we've lost, but, most of them we knew about. Now, Brandon Graham's still talking like he wants to come back, and I'm not against that in any way, shape, or form. I love the dude. But you added some really good depth pieces there. We're going to talk about that draft in a couple days here. The edge position, very exciting players there. But I understand, people are upset here. They don't really understand, I guess, how the offseason works. But you lose people, man. And then you go ahead and you add guys. Now, there's still people that are on this free agent, block out here that are not coming back. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really care. Maybe Covey finds himself here if he doesn't find another job on the practice squad, competing the offseason, whatever. But it's not a big deal that none of these players are coming back. The Lovato one was a shocker, but Hewlett, whatever they see there, Lovato maybe the one messing up Jake Elliott's kicks. So they're moving on. But, this team, it's filling out pretty well. And you've got a draft coming up in 2 weeks. So, I mean, you see the offensive side of the ball. Adding Terrace Marshall, that's something, we mentioned last week when I talked about the receivers. You've got the best trio in the game, the best duo at least. But Dawson really came on, and I think he'll continue to grow. So exciting there. But you got Johnny Wilson and Nia Smith. Big question marks there. And then reserve future guys, Elijah Cooks and Danny Gray. So adding Terrace Marshall, gives you one of those veteran guys in the draft. You can go check out some of my top fits there, but some good wide receivers in this draft too. But this offense, man, still going to be one of the best. And whatever happens at right guard, whether Steen wins the job or Pryor or Keegan or Green, or we draft somebody and they win that job. I still think it's going to be one of the best. We'll see if Goddard, I think he should stay. But last year of his contract, maybe they try to get something rather than a compensatory pick. So we'll find out what teams are offering. But this offense, man, with Saquon, Jalen leading the way, I think is going to be dominant. So you just got to fill out those depth pieces, and that makes me very excited. This is going to be one of the, in my opinion, the best offense in the league. Then the defense. Yeah, I got a lot of hate last year for talking about, what they would be. And right again, everybody, how much this defense is going to suck. Everybody sucks. I get it, man. The media's got you gripped. But for me, a Jomo is somebody that, is going to be relied upon to, replace Milton Williams. I'm, ready to make that interior defensive line video, but there's a lot of great options at this draft. You got Booker, Hall, Young. So guys to compete here to fill that role. And then you talk about losing BG and obviously Josh Sweat there, but Jalix Hunt, Josh Uche, Aziz Ojolari, Patrick Johnson. And then we'll see what happens with Huff. But you got Mathis and Henry there. A lot of people in the draft. So I feel good about edge. Linebacker, Bond is back. Nakobe Dean, see if he's ready. But Gant and Trotter, that's one of those positions we talk about maybe adding a veteran, looking into the draft, because you want to have depth there. And Van Sumeren, emergency linebacker, you can use him there. But I would look for some additions there for this offseason, whether that's free agent guys or in the draft. Now, at corner, Kaylee Ringo I have slotted in for Slay, but whether Adoree Jackson, Eli Ricks, we draft somebody to be part of the future with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper Jean. Not against that. Nickerson, Castro Fields, Woods are there as well. So you've got competition. And then at safety, losing C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I understand people are upset, but it's a business, and sometimes you got to make decisions. And whether that's off the field stuff or money, whatever they want to use as an excuse, he's gone. But Sidney Brown, McCollum, Scene, Andre Sam, time to step it up, see who can prove their worth. But again, the draft is coming up. So a lot of positions we could look, and we're going to go through the defense this weekend and going into next week. I'm very excited about these shows. A lot of great prospects in this draft. And then the return unit, a little different there with Avery Williams now there. Nia Smith, that's pretty much his competition. Then you got Shipley, Dotson. You got guys that can actually, return the ball. So don't need Covey back. I think having guys like Smith and Williams where, they can actually do both punt and kick return, that's a great thing. So I'm all about it. But that's all I've got for you. I'm going to jump over to the comments quick. Look out for this video. I'm going to put it out tomorrow, probably not late tonight. We'll see. But it's coming your way within the next 12 hours here. But we got some studs. This interior D-line show is going to be a fun one. So hopefully you'll check it out, and then you'll get the edge rushers coming your way this weekend as well. So you get the interior guys and the edge guys this weekend. And then next week we will get into the linebackers and the secondary. We'll finish it all up. Then we'll do the 1 point only mock draft. I'll get into who my guy is, the rookie cap hits, all that stuff. So it's going to be a fun next couple of weeks. Been a great sicko season already with you. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. If you need anything, you could always reach out. You got anything on your mind, whatever it is, anything going on at home, always here for you guys. Truly appreciate you. Sorry I've been so damn busy. Wanted to try to make a live one here for this, and then try to continue rolling that train with the damn draft show. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it all. Hopefully, if you need anything, you reach out. But back to Florida, I had my sister-in-law to meet my new granddaughter. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Hopefully you had a great time. Safe travels to you all. Hello to you. I am just rolling out here. Try to make this as quick as I possibly could. Still went over the time I wanted to. There's just so much going on and so much to talk about this offseason where I just feel we have to counteract what the media is trying to put out there. So get excited. Stay excited for this team. Stay with me here. Remember last year when I guided you through to the top? Don't listen to the media. They are lost. We are building a dynasty here, and I promise you, if you watch these shows, you'll see there's a lot of great prospects here, and hopefully Howie's finding those right ones. And hell, you remember last year we got 7 out of 9 of the picks were top fits for me. So I'm going to do my best to try to point out some players that I think Howie and the guys can be looking for. So hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe down below. But I hope you're all having a great week. Hopefully you're ready for Friday. I know my ass is. I am ready to hit the shower. I am so beat up. It's been such a long day. And again, I'm going to do my best. I literally have so much to do. And then I had to make this show, so it really just threw everything off. Gonna get that show out to you, though, and we will be talking about the defensive prospects in this draft. But while you're waiting, go check out all of the offensive prospects, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, and you get to see all of my thoughts at each position. So love to hear from you guys that are watching those. But that's all I've got for you here tonight. So until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. Little G, hopefully everything goes all right with your dad, but love each and every one of you. And until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, On the Road to Victory. And yeah, you know what's coming. So I want to see those 2 words down below. Whether you're excited for this next Super Bowl win, ready for the draft, give it to me down below. But you all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!